We've seen lots of attempts to use technology where it's a little bit like the saying, when you have a hammer, then you go out and look for nails. People have technologies and they think there's some way to use them, but they don't really understand what the problem is that they're trying to solve. What was unusual about my experience is I started from the classroom with a clear sense of the problems and opportunities, and then sought out the technologies that would be appropriate for filling those gaps, for meeting those needs. And that's why it's been so exciting to be a part of the development of Aplia, because it really works, it really makes a difference, and comes from the challenges that we all face in the classroom. The key insight here is that it's student effort that leads to better educational outcomes. So education has to be designed entirely around how do we make sure that students stay motivated, stay on track, keep working hard, and work effectively when they are working. Technology can be a very helpful guide in that process. The professor can't be there watching over the student's shoulder every minute, but the professor can use information provided by technology to see what students have done, to set deadlines, to monitor progress, to reward good effort. We've seen many efforts to try and produce better technology for teaching. Some of the best ones have come from people with experience in the university who are trying to solve the real problems that they faced. The difficulty with those is that they're often homemade, homegrown for a local campus, and no one's put the time into polishing them, making them really easy and simple to use. And those little glitches that can get in a student's way or professor's way can be the difference between a student who keeps working, keeps on track, and who gets discouraged, gives up, gets frustrated. So what you need is the combination of the detailed knowledge of the problems in education we want to solve, and then the resources to produce a professional quality product that lives up to the standards of usability that we need in today's world. One interesting feature of technology is that it helps students remember things that they've learned, especially if it's a hands-on, engaging experience. In science classes, we've traditionally used laboratories where students could touch the test tubes or feel the hot resistor and understand the basics of chemistry and physics. In economics, we have the opportunity now to create electronic markets where students trade with each other. And in those markets, they find out what it's like to have to cut your prices because the demand has shifted. And that kind of experience is memorable in a way that just reading about it in a textbook or even thinking about it in a homework exercise is not.